Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this special forum where we gather to reflect on Unicity Singapore, Malaysia, Brunei's journey throughout 2023. Today, we have the unique opportunity to hear from a key player in our success and also cast a vision for the exciting year ahead. Let us kick things off with a look back at Unicity's incredible achievements over the past year. Unicity has had a phenomenal year marked by a few key areas. Our sales have soared by an impressive organic growth in 2023, with quarter four showing a 66% growth. This puts us in the top 5 fuel-grade markets under the Unicity umbrella of 53 countries. Aligned with our vision to make life better, fuel grade is produced to more than 10,000 members in year 2023. This is a staggering 290% growth. Most promising is Unicity's breakthrough into a huge potential market, the Malay community in Singapore and Malaysia. Our members are at the core of our success. We have sold more than 25,000 fuel grade in Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei in 2023. A high 75% remain loyal and remain subscribed to fuel grade for a minimum of 3 months. Today, fuel grade contributes 75% of our sales and will remain the core product in 2024. Now, I'm thrilled to introduce a pivotal figure in our fuel grade movement. His organization's passion, dedication, and innovative contributions have played a crucial role in shaping the fuel grade community and driving positive change. Please welcome Presidential Director Kelly Lee.
Hi, Lily. Thank you for inviting.
Hello, Kelly.
Hi. Hey, guys. How's everyone?
Kelly, when introduced to fuel grade, I still remember that is like nearly 17 months ago, 18 months ago.
Yeah.
What prompted you to go full force in this?
Oh, I can hear my echo. Anyway, thank you, Lily. I think that's a very good question. I remember the first time when you introduced fuel grade to me, I had thought it was just the putting together of 2 products we already knew, Bios Life S and then Unimate. And I thought maybe, I'm not sure where it would have gone. But I think at that point, we were just coming out from COVID. And COVID was a time where a lot of people started buying things online. People were buying stuff on Shopee, Lazada, Carousel, and people had nothing to do, just buy stuff online only. So I think we came upon a customer base that was more than ready to purchase stuff online. And I think one of the things that we were excited about was that in the past, right, in order to buy Unicity products, we had to get the discount, we had to join as a distributor, right? Sign up as a distributor, buy a member price. And a lot of people don't want to do that because, right, they were afraid of being cornered into selling the product. It's like you buying a car, then the salesman say, in order to drive your car for the next 6 months, could you also sell cars? I think nobody wants to do that. So fuel grade member system, right, allowed the customers to buy it at a discount, but then they had a member account that was free, and they didn't have to be burdened with the idea of selling a product. They didn't even have to do what do you call that? The maintenance. They didn't have to do the maintenance, but they were also given the chance to do an affiliate program, which was the referral link that we had. All those things was a very good proposition, and put together with the fact that we just saw the meteoric rise of a leader in North America, which was Raf Malik. And if fuel grade can do that for him in North America, I think we can do that. We can create a similar kind of growth in Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei.
All right. You can see the vision. How was it easy to convince and lead your teams to also embark on Feel Great? As Unicity, at the time, I remember it has more than 50 products, and many leaders had different approaches for this.
Mm. I think that was a good question. And how did I convince my team? And those of you who are in my team, you're over here right now, you're smiling, right? Saiful smiling. It was not easy to convince them at all. Nobody wanted to do it. At that point of time, we had our way of doing of moving the business. We were following a particular system, and we were moving fast start accounts, VIP accounts, as my upline would call it. And it was something that most people were reluctant to change. So it was very different. And it also meant that we had to streamline to one Feel Great pack. And it was an entire different paradigm. Last time we had the security of feeling like, oh, if the person don't want to buy this product, they got 49 other products to buy. But if we had to focus on one, right, that means to say we had to make sure that the message that we bring forth is very clear. And it was frightening to a lot of people. So one of the things that I had to do first, right, and even my top leaders in my team, they didn't want to do it. So I had to do it first. I started in November at the end of the year. That's about 2022. And that time I had to figure it out, do it myself. And as I started to build some momentum, right, we realized that on social media, which is the medium that we're using a lot to engage people, people started to look for Feel Great. People were starting to look for how can I lose the belly fat? How can I? And insulin resistance was a key buzzword online really. It wasn't just Unicity talking about it. A lot of people are talking about it. People who are not committed to selling products knew about insulin resistance. So we had a good place over there. So we started creating a buzz. We started creating messages on video about how people can change insulin resistance with Feel Great. Then I started getting a lot of sales. One sale per day was like, wow, every day people write in. And as the sales started to come in, right, it started to look less risky. So the leader had to set the pace first. Once the risk was taken already, we could show some results. I started getting a lot of sales faster than our old method. It was a lot faster, and some of my guys can agree with me. Once we got those right, people started to say, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. And they started adopting the small things that I did. And they started, at the end of it, right, they were so involved with helping to build the Feel Great market that they just took ownership of the entire flight of steps, not just one step at a time. So did I convince my team? I'm not so good at that. My team is very stubborn. Very stubborn. Guys, look at me, very stubborn. And but they never say no to results. And I feel quite blessed to be working with a team like that. So thank you guys. You guys are stubborn, but thank you.
After embarking on Feel Great, we have two new presidential directors, Crystal and yourself. The last time this happened was in 2013, 11 years ago. So congratulations to you both. Right?
Thank you.
So Feel Great has enabled your group to achieve an incredible milestone.
Yeah.
So within this 1.5 years, did you have to change or modify your strategy along the way? And if yes, what were the 3 turning points?
The turning points of the strategy change. Okay, so it was really very different. And for those of you who who's known me for a while, right, you know how we used to run the business. We set up appointments. After we make a lot of phone calls, set appointments, do presentations, and then get them to go to seminar to attend a close, right? And then follow up with them. So essentially, it was like running a church. And when we ran a business like Feel Great, we couldn't do that. It was something very different. So the fact of the matter is, right, still the same way that we do it, we needed people to know what Feel Great was. So the way to approach people had to be different. We're in the age of social media. So one of the first key strategic things that we did was to embrace social media. It was frightening for me because 44 years old. Most people don't know I'm 44, but I'm 44 years old. And the idea of going to a millennials platform is quite frightening. Like, what if they don't think I'm cool? Very embarrassing. So we got onto social media, and we started, instead of doing presentations, we started to do videos and post it up there. We posted on social media. Now that video started to talk to people, while even though I wasn't there. And by the time people started getting in touch with us, right, people started to those people that spoke with us are people that already wanted Feel Great, and we are reaching out to thousands of people per video. So that's one of the things that we adapted. And something interesting was this: we had originally thought that Feel Great would reach out to the older people, because insulin resistance, right, or metabolic syndrome. But instead, what we found was that the customer base was as young as 25 years old to 55 years old, around there. And I think the approach to moving towards social media uh, was actually a bit to engage people who are actually uh, knowledgeable in using current technology. They know how to use your TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and while at the same time they have money to spend to better themselves, to get on something like Feel Great. And of course, Feel Great by then it became $199. That price was very affordable to a lot of people. I think we're the cheapest biotechnology product in the market right now. So I would say the strategy that we had was to get on social media. Then after that, creating a community that supported people to use Feel Great in a safe environment. And we started off shooting events from there, which was what we call Feel Great gathering, but we tried to coincide with the company's product talks. So those few things made a lot of difference for us.
So the three turning points led to the explosive growth we see today. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now let us turn our attention to the future,
Okay.
right? What is your group direction for 2020? Can you share with us three key changes?
Okay. My group's direction for 2024. Okay. I think some of the key changes that we wanna look forward to, right, is we think that the business I Feel Great needs to go mainstream, and the attention and the hype that we created need to go mainstream. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to double our Feel Great community. As it is right now, we've got a Feel Great community made up of customers of about 1,300 people now. These are customers that are in a group chat, they're using Feel Great. And the amazing thing, Lily, is that these customers, right, are supporting one another. They don't take commission. They use the product. They like the product. Somebody else comes in who's a new customer, comes in, and they're tentative and they're worried about using the product, right? The older customers take care of them. And for us, with distributors, we're very careful to make sure that we don't do a lot of selling or one-on-one coaching about Feel Great, because that's very stressful for the customers. So it became a playground for the customers to be. At 1,300, we started to see customers being able to refer the customers, and that was a big thing for us, because once they started with when they can refer, right, the numbers will double. At 1,300, that's happening really. We want to double that number to 2,600 to 3,000 people in our Feel Great club. That's one of the things that we are working forward to. Uh, and the other vision that we have is, that without a doubt, right, we also want to have bigger events regarding to Feel Great. At this point, we do what we call Feel Great gatherings. Uh, because of the limitation in the Suntec office, because of the requirements by the landlords, right, we could only limit to 100 people, which is a real pity. We had to turn people down. But what me and my team we hope to do this year in 2024 is to do convention-sized events in proper convention halls. Hopefully, the company is able to support us on that. But if not, then we just take our money out and support lah. And lastly, and this is a big one for us. One of the reasons why my team and I, we work very hard is because for a long time, right, Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei, we're actually one market, and we are constantly looking up and learning from the other markets like Thailand and Korea and this and that, we thought, wouldn't it be nice if we were also on a global stage? So the key driving force for us, and my team works very hard. I got people like President Crystal, President Saifu, then we've got stars like Saidi, we got stars like Mira and Anna and Joey and David Boo and very many other people and Justin. One of the reasons why we work so hard is because we want to see at least the first diamond from Singapore, Malaysia, Brunei step on the global stage. And because my team is largely Singapore at this point, I think we'll see our first diamond from Singapore this year. And break the ice after what, 2 decades, you know.
Sounds great. I like how we are aligned in this area too.
Yeah.
Corporate-wise, one of our strategy in 2024 is to elevate customer experience through product expansion to our Feel Great members. Let us welcome Claudia, our product specialist, to share with us on our product focus for 2024. Claudia, looking good? Yes? You all can hear me, right? Okay. All right. So good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here, and I have the privilege to share our product direction for 2024. So don't you think we have a great dialogue with Kelly and Lily just now? So we have all learned about how impactful Feel Great has been for the region of Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei, and we are making history in this very moment. Yeah. So of course, with all of those things aside, there is a good reason scientifically why is Feel Great so. All right. The numbers and all of the achievement that we have had is because the products that we have are founded from good science, and there is strong clinical research that supports the effectiveness of our products. We are one of the first few products that formulated with this concept, where you are given the freedom to continue with your daily eating habits without needing to go through excessive diet plans or any restrictions. All right, so you have to understand this is one of the key reasons why we are doing so fast. And our unique core is at metabolic health that we do not have much competitors in this area. All right, so what does our Feel Great does? Okay, for the phase 1, for everyone who's just new into Feel Great, all right, of course, we do encourage them to be on our Feel Great set because we want to target the root cause, which is insulin resistance. Right? Insulin resistance is the root cause of many health issues that we see today, like weight, sugar, cholesterol. So this is the number one thing that everybody should correct at their initial stages as they know Feel Great. So this is one of the most effective way to make people fall in love with our products. Okay, so of course, Feel Great is great, important, and it targets some of the most crucial area of health. But you know, our body, we don't just only have sugar. You know. There are so many other intricate parts of our body, such as our immune health, our gut health, our bone health, all right, our organs and our liver, that all work together in harmony to give us optimal health. All right, so as much as sugar and insulin, all those core areas that we have to manage first, but we cannot just look at those areas in the long run. Right? We have to think about how we can also incorporate other products to give us a complete optimal well-being in our health collectively. So right after introducing phase 1, which is what we've already been doing a lot last year, right? So moving into this, I will of course still focus on phase 1, and this is targeted for those who are new. All right, so next, our new direction next year is that we will be introducing other strategies so that you can also bring in other products, okay, to complement their health goals. All right, so these are 3 main and one of the easiest areas that you can branch into as you share to a new friend about boosting their Feel Great experience. All right. So of course, there are three key areas. One is detox. All right. For those who have been with us for a while, you will know that clear start is one of our mainstream and one of the most important steps that you have to take before starting on any regime, for that matter. Right. But of course, we know that new people who come in, they do not want to eat so many products first. So detox will be the first thing that you can introduce as they start on their second month. All right. For those who are, that they want to try Fugue for a while first. But of course, ideally, they can start detox and Fugue the first one itself. That is the most ideal situation. Okay? And detox is so important because it helps to clear our body of excess waste. All right? Our body is constantly being flooded with a lot of waste product because we inhale air, we drink water, everything that we eat today is contaminated and highly processed. And it helps to activate our detox pathway, such as our liver, our kidney, and especially our intestine. That's been working hard every single moment to give us good health. So we really want to target our detoxification pathway. And this is especially important for those who have hormone imbalances. Right? Those who have premenopausal issues, weight stagnancy, and unexplained fatigue, okay? And for those who have just a more difficult time into managing their health issues. So many times for those who have problem in terms of their weight stagnancy, hormonal imbalances, detox can really help them to unlock and unplug those issues. Right? So detox is an area that we will be focusing as one of our branches into upselling our fuel grade regime. All right, next, very simple, which is BIOS Life E, right? One of our most long time and all-time bestseller. Okay, and just to let you know that the BIOS Life E that we have is not any ordinary tea. Okay, people may ask you this question, what's so different? So what we use is we use a young leaf. All right, there are many different types of green tea leaf, right? But we use matcha that is the youngest tea leaf. So the youngest tea leaf will always produce the best tasting and the most tender layer of nutrients you can release to your drink. All right, and not just only that, we have also incorporated the shade grow method, where all our matcha is forced to produce nutrients without sunlight. So this actually forces them to produce even more nutrients to support chlorophyll. So this enables our product and the matcha to taste really pleasant, really fine. So if you drink top grade ceremonial matcha, right, they don't taste bitter, They're actually sweet tasting. So those that you drink retail wise, okay, or you go to the restaurant, they have this kind of tangy, bitter taste, but those are actually not good quality matcha. So we use really good quality young tea leaves that give us a really nice taste and an elevated nutritional profile. All right, last but not least, okay, we want to target those who have problem in targeting their insulin resistance, okay, especially when they come to a certain age. Okay, some people, they just have some struggle. No matter what they do, their HbA1c just takes much longer time to decline, or they may have like cholesterol issues and things like that that could be due to a prolonged insulin resistant condition. So in order for us to target this, we will then implement to increase their intake, because sometimes a lack of protein will make their body not so sensitive to insulin, okay, because their body have too much sugar and carbohydrate. So protein, when it comes to the picture, it acts as a really good cushion to lower that insulin spike and to regulate our sugar level. So protein is actually one really important key for those who are looking into managing their sugar levels. All right. And of course, there are research that shows, interestingly, okay, if you can manage your inflammation, all right, that actually leads to a much better control of the overall insulin and sugar profile. All right, so omega-3, okay, I had a really interesting conversation with our scientist, okay, Dr. Stephanie, and she said that omega-3 resolve has some really interesting findings about how it can improve insulin response. All right, and together with with BioSeed, okay, so I know, right, our Malaysian counterparts are a little bit sad, we don't have omega-3. But if you do not have that, you can incorporate BioSeed as well, right? Because it also helps to reduce inflammation and help to increase, okay, the good polyphenols in our body that can be defensive against insulin resistance. All right, so this is our 3 key areas that we'll be focusing on in this year. So you will be equipped in many areas, not just only to feel great, but how to be branch into detox, energy, and insulin resistance to give you a much more variety when it comes to approaching or sharing with your friends. All right, so this is all from me. So well, let's continue the conversation. The best part is still to come. Right, let's pass the time back to Lily. Thank you. Thank you, Claudia. I am positive that this new training direction leads to greater expansion of Feel Great. Before we end the session, I would like to ask Kelly a few more questions, which will benefit everyone tonight. Kelly? Your incredible success in the past year does not happen overnight or by luck. A lot of effort goes behind achieving it. It must be something you do on a daily basis. Can you share with us 3 key habits, 3 or maybe even 5, you and your team do to achieve results?
I have 5 or 6. And I think they're all important. May I? Okay, I see a head nod. Yes, so there's obviously all the growth that we had, and my team knows this, right, is things that it didn't come overnight. And these are the same things that I continue teaching my team, and they pace me on that as well. And I'll just list it out for everyone to hear and some of the ideas that's behind this, okay? So the first thing that was important as part of a routine is you got to use the products. And I know it sounds strange because we come from a place in Singapore and Malaysia where some people actually sell products without using the products. And it's very hard to tell a story. It's very hard to have a have a convincing narrative for people to believe in if they don't see a transformation in you, and pretend all you want. It leaks out one. So an important thing is that people must be able to buy our story, and we must be the ones that have that transformation. And when you have the transformation, right, that story is so much more easier to tell. And so for everyone that's listening, and including those in my team, right, if you haven't got a transformation yet, please use more Feel Great and get a transformation. It's not for me to make more money, it's because you need to make money, okay? Okay, so that's first thing. Second thing is have a good customer service routine, respond to customers. And once upon a time life, we used to call this follow up. And follow up is very important. And to be timely is very important as well. This is something I do when I wake up. Okay, when I wake up, I'll have 100 over messages on WhatsApp and all the social media DMs. But the thing I try not to do is I try not to procrastinate and not look at them. I look at them and answer them. It can be tiring, right? It can be hundreds of messages. But if you don't respond, right, people think you don't care. And before you think that they judge you before they buy, it's not that. Actually, for them to reach out to us is already a lot of courage on their side. Everyone is afraid of everyone on social media, right? Everyone thinks that someone else is better. When they look at us, they think we are better than them. So they think we are superstar. Somebody just messaged me earlier today. Sorry to disturb you. I know you're very busy and very famous. I mean, since when I'm busy and famous, I'm a bozo, looking at TikTok. And but when we are able to respond to them and reach out to them, right, they actually feel cared for, and it's actually much easier to buy. We don't actually have to do a lot of hard selling. They already contacted us. They want to buy already. So we just reach out to them. So follow-up is good. Checking on them occasionally is also very important because they feel that we care. I think there's a famous saying that people don't care what you know until they know. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that's very true for Feel Great. Feel Great is a very caring kind of business. And of course, at the same thing also, when we're following up people, guys, those of you in my team, listen up. You got to be systematic in your follow-ups. You got to have a good database. Because if you don't, you'll forget some people, and some people will fall through the cracks. And when people are forgotten, they'll buy from somewhere else. Okay? So this is the second thing. The third thing I do as a routine, right, is I do at least one video per day. In traditional sales, we do presentations every day. But in the day and age of social media and the few great business that we opt to do on social media, right? A video is a presentation. Except a video is a presentation, when posted out, reaches out anywhere from 500 to 1,000 people. The numbers game is played for with you already. It's not hard. And those of you who are worried that doing videos is difficult, right? I remind myself, it's like doing a video call. Today we all know how to do video calls. We are talking on Zoom, we know how to talk on video already. So it's like doing a video call. I said it's pre-recorded and you post it up. And we can use this opportunity to talk about what Feel Great means to us, what kind of transformation that we have. And we do it every day because social media platforms try very hard to qualify you. They try very hard. There is an algorithm, an AI that tries to learn what kind of viewers are the best match for your contents, your video. So when you do it every day, the AI learns better. And if you want the AI to be very good at sending customers to you, you don't have to set this up, guys. It's already in there. It's in your Facebook, it's in your Instagram. You don't have to set it up. It's there. You do it every day, just like you do presentations every day. The AI gets better and you send more customers. And it's very exciting, guys. Can you imagine? Come 5:30 p.m. onwards, right? You get hundreds of messages on your apps. That's what it looks like. It's the dream for any direct seller. Okay. The fourth one is to study, to really care about what we are consuming. Feel Great is a very science-based kind of product, right? And it's sometimes not enough to just hype about it. Yes, feel great. Yes, do you feel great? I feel great. It's not just like that, because people want to feel safe about buying a product from you. Whether they want to slim down or not, whether they want to get rid of insulin resistance or not, it's a given. They want already. We have a market like that. It's a very strong market. They just want to feel safe before they buy, right? And knowing your facts and being confident about talking about the science of feel great actually helps with that. So it's important to sit down and study. And my team will know this. I'll sit down in front of the browser, right, in the office, Lily. I'll sit down and actually learn what is insulin resistance. I'll sit down and learn exactly what's CAT1, GMP1, all those things, because I think it's a commitment to the customers. Second last one is to measure your growth and measure your sales. Tally and measure your sales. I think we always try to just what will be, and this is how a lot of people do business. But I think Stuart Hughes was the one that said, what you can measure is what you can grow. And I think that's very important. And what my team does is that we keep a sales chart. We can log into the UShop to look at the volume, but that just shows us what we already created. But we look at the sales chart in the tables we created, right? We're able to see and compare what was last month and this month, how much more we need to go. And when we see that the growth is better than last month, we get happy, we get excited, and then we do even more. And when we see the sales are not as good as last month, we get stressed and frustrated, and we own that frustration. And then that frustration will push us forward to make the sales even higher. So either way is a win. Either way is a great thing, right? So it's important to measure the sales. And very last one, Lily, last one already. This one to me very important. The last one is to lead by example. Too many people are managers, right? Too many people are managers. They lead. I think it's not enough to sit down and coach a person, tell them you need to do this, you need to do that, and it doesn't work. Talk is cheap. Talk is really cheap. The people that follow us can see one. Some of the greatest religious leaders in the world, right, created miracles first, and then the followers followed, right? What it means for us today, right, is that we do what we say we'll do and do it well, then people will follow, and they say, I want to be just like you, and they'll follow it. No one wants to be managed by a manager that brings very little to the table. And then worst, bring very little to the table. They still ask you to, hey, do more. Why are you not doing more? It is something people don't want to follow. And it's a moral responsibility for a leader to keep doing the things that we do for 10,000 hours so that we achieve mastery. And this is not just a moral responsibility, it's also a strategic responsibility. When people say it's not possible, right? But you've done it already and you made it happen already. So now you can say, are you sure? Because I just did it. And say, oh, really? Yeah. So now it becomes you can teach people to overcome the barriers without being too hard on them. So these are going through all this is what I consider as my routine per day. I'm very conscious about this, Lily, and it's something I teach my team to do. And I find that the people in my team who follow these ideas are the ones that they can't help but grow. And we've seen so many young people, 29 years old, make 22K per month. I think it's amazing.
I think they are very good. Let me repeat this again. All right. First, use the products. Second,
follow up customers.
Second,
follow up
do
customers.
a video a day.
Second is follow up customers.
That's number 2, right?
Yeah, number 2.
Third
is do a video per day.
To learn, to study, and to learn. Right? Fourth, know your numbers. Yeah. Know where you are. All right? Last but not least will be to lead by example.
That's right.
Right? Kelly, then, what qualities do you think a person must have to achieve success?
I think they need to be disciplined. I think they need to be disciplined in order to achieve success. Can you hear me?
Discipline?
Oh, okay. Yes, they need to be disciplined to achieve success. I think I think so many of us, right? Okay, discipline and do what we say we will do. Because I think a lot of time, right, we say that, yeah, we make empty promises and say that, yeah, I'll do this, I'll eventually get there. Right? I'm very scared to tell Lily that, yeah, really, I'm going to be the first crown diamond in Singapore, and then I don't get there. And at some point, Lily is not going to believe me already. So, doing what I say I'll do, doing what we say we do, and having the discipline to follow through, and having the discipline to say no to things that would derail us, right? I feel those are important factors in leading us towards success.
For sharing with us your insight. It has enriched our discussion tonight. Let's give Kelly another round of applause.
Thank you, everyone.
It is evident that Unicity, Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei is heading towards a remarkable 2024. Our focus on leveraging on the members program and implementing the new upselling field grade strategy is set to empower our distributors, enabling them to share field grade with 10 individuals in their community. As they consistently save 10, they will qualify as centurions, achieving the impressive milestone of selling 100 field grade in a month. Envision the impact in Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei. The act of saving 10 individuals, triggering a chain reaction, leading to the rise of centurions, and ultimately forming something extraordinary, one diamond. This will be SMB's first diamond. I'm excited to share this vision with each one of you. I extend an invitation for all of you to be an integral part of this thrilling journey. Your dedication and enthusiasm have played a crucial role in our past successes. And together, we make 2024 a year worth celebrating. Here's to a prosperous Unicity. Thank you, everybody.